drive these red-eyed bastards into the ground.
Good to see you here. Ready? I am. But there hasn't been any sign of Aelin Shear or Ventrinio. Damn it all, I knew we couldn't trust her. You're right. At least now I don't need to worry about when she's going to betray us. Just how she already has. Right now, we just need to get through the House of Vengeance and kill the Cur. He's the closest thing Vengeance has to a leader anymore. A face so consumed with hatred that he's little more than a beast. If you're going to get into Bale, the Cur has to die. We'll go as far as we can. Whatever is happening in Bale needs to be stopped as quickly as possible. Listen, you're more powerful than I ever was. If anyone can stop this, it's you. When you kill the Cur, you go into Bale and stop Gadflow. If we get separated, I'll keep fighting to keep an escape route open for you. Now go! Stay on guard. Onwards! We're nearly there. Looks like this is it. Looks like this is it. That was amazing. You're twice the hero I ever was, or could have been. Our forces can't keep going from here. We're stretched too thin, and we've lost too much. Sidon and I will hold the gate for you as long as we can. But Bale is nearly deserted. Head in, face Gadflow, end this. Not at all. You just get moving and put an end to Gadflow while you can. Do that, and I predict our future involves sharing drinks and war stories around a cozy fire. Trust me, I'm a Fate Weaver.
My deepest apologies for not being able. Ventrinia was something of a hassle. He attacked me. It was only a matter of time before his greed got the better of him. The closer we got to Bale, the more obsessed he became with Tianok, and with harnessing Tianok's power, just like Gadflow did. That's why he had to be stopped, and why we need to talk about our mission. I wasn't sure I could trust you. You're not the same person you used to be. We're running out of time. I'll explain as we go. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
The winter court was still as fallen snow as the jester danced and capered. Juggling knives and torches, he sang to his lords and ladies, but none smiled. Not an eyebrow raised as the snivelling jester imitated the king, not even when he took the crown from his head. Because this was the day that Gadflow murdered the winter court. This was the day the Tuatha were born, and our people became a sacrifice
Fighting at your
Tiernan.
side, just like the old days, before you died. You and I carry on a duty that has been fulfilled for centuries. We keep the world from being consumed by greed, by war, and by Tiernan.
Since the Alabaster Wall was young, the beautiful bone-white forest was a place of peace and meditation. No piercing birdsong nor heated word could find its way between the branches. Quiet thought prevailed until Gadflow shattered our land. The Tuatha's crimson axes chopped the forest for arrow shafts, and Tiernoc's Prismeer spires rose up to consume what remained. Now our forest is shattered, and screams of warfare fill its boughs.
When Gadflow's army arose, we recognized Tiernoc's tainted influence. Only a force like her could warp eternal creatures like the Fae. So you came to infiltrate Alabastra, find Tiernan, and seal her away forever. And you used Ventrino to get in, under the guise of being his assistant. If you couldn't stop Tiernan, she would use her pawns to fully escape her prison, and the world would be her new plaything. You had to try, even though the Fate Weaver said you were doomed, as always.
The greatest heroes of winter have always fallen from the Bale's pale boughs, from Pietra the Keen to Hulgan the Hungry. When the Tuatha claimed dominance over us, heroes arose to defend winter. Gadflow laughed at their challenge and called up Tiernoc's wrath. In a second, our most loyal heroes were impaled by Prismeer spires. Our heroes were gone, never to be reborn, and our people succumbed to Gadflow's madness.
When I found you in Dalentarth, when I saw you had come back to life, I wasn't sure how much you remembered. I couldn't be certain you would keep our secrets. I considered killing you then and there. Nothing personal. You would have done the same to me. But then I saw what you had become. I saw the new powers you wielded, and I saw how useful you could be. When I saw you could change fate, I knew you were our only...
As the sun is to the forest, Tirnoch is to the Fae of winter. Some embraced this new god, this break from the great cycle. Others hid in the darkest of places. Gadflow spoke of Tirnoch, and the Prismere emanated its power. It is a source of magic and hatred. It no longer slumbers beneath Amethyn. The unbroken horizon of the winter is now the fiery haze of destruction.
In happier times, the Winter Court would come here to bathe in the colors of the midnight gardens. Night violets and pale moonflowers blossomed on a field of bluest grass studded with frost. When stars aligned, the Aurora Borealis danced for the Queen herself. But now the Tuatha have crushed the gardens and planted only corpses. The fruit of their tortured garden is only blood red.
Last time you came here, you were destined to die. This time, you were...
At long last, Gadflow has crushed the Winter Fae, and his Tuatha rules us utterly. No longer are we reborn into this world, unless his god Tirnoch wills it so. This monster has crushed us, and our kind shall pass from this world. But our memories might yet last. When Gadflow is gone, and his god is left for another people to ravage, I may be freed from my tomb, and then I may share what dreams we made. It is the only immortality any of us may hope for now.
Now we have a chance to finally complete our mission. Let's put an end to Gadflow before his bargain frees Tianok on the world. This must have been a lot for you to take in at once, but I need you to be clear on who you are and what you need to do. A lot has changed since you were here last. It isn't going to be as easy this time, and last time it killed you. Oh, she's a creature with incredible power. A dragon. But she is no simple lizard in some child's tale. She has a power rivaled only by the gods. Thousands of years ago, the ancient Alpha sealed her in the Amethyst between this world and the world of magic. And there she went mad. As her prison weakened over time, she was able to tempt Gadflow into helping her gain enough power to break free. And if she escapes fully, it will mean the end of all mortal life. Tianok's revenge for tens of thousands of years of imprisonment. That's why people like you and I have dedicated our lives to keeping Tianok's secret from the world. Everyone who knows the truth of Tianok will be dead, and Tianok will be sealed away once again. We can return to our duty of keeping the knowledge secret, assuming that's the life you want to return to. But if you refuse, then of course, I'd rather it didn't come to that. But you would have done the same. And I know you wouldn't give me a reason to, but we can deal with that once Gadflow is dead and Tianok is sealed away. Let's go. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
You don't understand, do you? Yes! Return to your grave! Crumble, child of dust! Crumble, child of dust! Lend me your power! Lend me your power! child of dust!
Something's not right. Where's Gadflow hid? If Gadflow isn't here, then he must be hiding further underground, someplace closer to the source of the Prismere. Definitely. The war's not over yet. Whatever bargain Gadflow made with Tiernok, it's about to pay off. When that happens, the world will not be spared her wrath. She's imprisoned deep in the Amethyst, but Gadflow's war has weakened her bonds. There's no time to spare. If she gets free, our world is lost. Let's go. Tiernok is held captive deep in the Amethyst, but her prison is weakening by the moment.
Feel you here again, full of life, full of fate. What have you brought?
I can feel Tiernok's eyes upon us.
You've used your power well. So much potential. Let's have a taste, shall we?
She just tore out a part of the fates you've stolen and turned it against you. Perhaps it is not inaccurate to think of her as a god.
been imprisoned here since before your kind emerged from the dark. But now, my freedom draws near.
No more delay. We cannot let Gadflow free Tiernok.
Godflow's prayers weaken this prison, but he is not the one who will set me free.
Don't listen. You're the only one who has the power to stop her.
When you first came to me, death was your only fate, but I never was free. And you were so eager to play your role.
Chose this? What does she mean by that?
I gave you freedom, and now you have returned to grant me mine.
Only you have the power to reseal Tiernok inside the Amethyst. Once Tiernok is pushed back into her prison, but that leaves one question. Can I trust you to keep Tiernok's secret? There are things in this world that must remain hidden. If the power of the dragons were widely known, well, you've seen what has happened here. Gadflow tapped a fraction of her power. He upset the great cycle of the Fae and waged a genocidal war on the young races. Just coming in contact with her power managed to free you from fate's bonds. And if you can turn that freedom against her, she will have no power over Amalur. Nothing like you has ever existed before. As always, there's no way of knowing your future. If you're victorious, it may be the last time you change the fate of the world. Even if you fall back into fate's weave once her influence is gone from this world, it will be a far better fate than what Tiernok's emergence would bring. Freedom to the end, is it? If fate can't control you, I don't see how I could. If you do escape, I will be watching you. And know this. Anyone who learns the truth of what happens here, I will silence myself. Go. Stop Tiernok from fully entering this world. But remember, my blades will always be at your back. Let's go. There's no turning back now.
Come, Fate Weaver, bring me your power. Sacrifice yourself and seal the fate of your world.
It's time to choose your fate. Amethyst lies beyond. This is where the dragon will breach the veil.
Come forward, mortals. Behold the birth of Tiernok. Attend your final hour.
My fate does not lie beyond those doors. You alone may change what is to come. Go!
Welcome back, mortal. How does it feel, I wonder, to return to this place? Does the pain of your death still linger? Can you feel it echo through the air? And now, in this place, you shall witness the birth of Tirnoch, the destruction of the Alpha, and the dawn of the endless winter. She comes. Tirnoch the powerful, Tirnoch the merciful. Qualla fella Tirnoch, qualla sera Tirnoch. Tirnoch? Have I done well, lady? Are you pleased? Is it that
You have served your purpose.
But I have so much more to give.
And now, faithless one, you shall serve yours. Come closer. Give yourself to me. Do you think you can save yourself, little creature? Do you think you can save yourself, little creature? Yes! Struggle! Fight! And die! Just as you did before! The destruction of this world is the first step on my path. dust. Why won't you die? The destruction of this world is the first step on my path. Impossible!
How could we have known that this would be a new beginning? I wonder now if we should have foreseen this outcome, but who knew then what fate would bring? I would have liked to have delivered this message in person, to see you one final time. That, however, would have been complicated. The order to which I belong had other plans. Were you ever to leave the crystalline fortress? When it comes to you, though, it seems no fate is written in stone. It was only through my assurances that your silence could be counted upon that either one of us still draws breath. I trust you will not make of me a liar. Were stories of what we have seen to begin to surface in the inns and taverns of Amalur, I would be asked to seek you out. And as we both know, the next time you die, there will be no return. But let us not speak of this. Your life is your own. Go now, and see what fate may bring you, or what fate you may bring. Perhaps one day in happier times, you and I will meet again. Until that day, I remain yours, Aelin Sher.
Well, well, awake at last. You gave us quite a scare. But you're here and the war's all but over. So who are we to complain? I was hoping you could tell us. Sidon and I were fighting a few remaining stragglers when all of a sudden they started this unholy wailing. I guess you must have killed Gadflow, because the Tuatha started screaming and ran away. There are still a few diehards, but they don't have the fire in them, you know? Wasn't much longer before Aelin showed up carrying you over her shoulder. Told me to watch over you, make sure you were okay. She left some kind of note for you, but I know better than to read a private message from the likes of her. There are still Tuatha who refuse to surrender, but yes, the war is ended. You should have seen the parade in Rathir. As for what's next, well, that's a tough question. See, a lot of the soldiers asked me for readings after the fighting ended, and try as I might, I can't see a fate for any of us. Tirnoch, you don't expect me to think that Gadflow's god was real, do you? No. No, impossible. Whatever happened down there, though, it changed everything. At least for now. I've been a lot of things in my life. A hero and a heartbreaker. A fate weaver and a failure. All at the cruel hands of fate. Until you came along, I never had a choice in what I was. Thank you for that. You know the Summer Court and Issa? Well, the Winter Court are their darker siblings. They're not evil, but they're definitely not nice. So the gnarled madman didn't make it out of Alabastra? I can't say I'm choked up over the loss. First she works with us, then she betrays us. Then she saves your life. Not that I'd know how to find her, or pay her back, for that matter.
Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you up and out of your quarters. This here is the lower hall of the Orbicant. The Council has granted this rare honor in light of all you've done for us, for all of Alfar kind. They have also allowed me to offer you access to the Reserve Armory, if you would care to have a look. Rare weapons and so forth, procured for they must still be paid for, I'm afraid. But please, have a look for yourself. Ah yes, it was she who brought you here, you know. Stood by your bed for almost a day, then left suddenly on urgent business. But that has always been her way. I can't show you the upper halls or the council chambers, I'm afraid. But you are welcome here in the lower hall, and it is my special pleasure to offer the quarters you slept in where you recovered were once assigned to the late General Talera. They are yours now, should you ever wish to use them. I do hope your stay's been restorative.
You're in the lower hall now. No access to the upper halls.
House Anwan. Would look down at any new great house. The champion of Melsen Shear. How may I help you? Do not speak to me of the war. I am the voice of Rathia, not a general or a fate weaver, nor Lyria herself, who alone controls the outcome. Go with our city's blessing.
I don't believe my eyes.
Such a state. My Lady Coriana won't eat. She won't sleep. All on account of a poor, sick Malian. Woe on the healers say bad blood, but my lady swears it's poison. He sleeps and sleeps, but he's never any better. Well, it's hard to say. The healers are no use. You'll find my lady in the house, by poor Malian's side, most likely. Here, in House Anwan. Do help my lady if you can.
Then she looked at me and said,
Siege! Broken
"That's
at
a
last!
war."
The war has turned!
Well, no, I wouldn't go so far as that.
But don't mind me.
And then I say, Lyria.
Good day to you.
Oh, and what would you have done?
Fetch this, clean that, never a moment's rest.
City Watch at your service.
Tell me, what brings you to this sacred place? For prayer? For the weaving of your fate? Or for the orison? Though few of your kind do, all are welcome to the orison. Perform 3 tasks of devotion to Lyria, and in exchange, earn her blessing. It is no idle turn of phrase. Though you gave of yourself to earn it, your gain will be greater than the sacrifice. Please, the orison is chosen, never demanded.